can start. Okay. Cool is the enemy and I'm trying to preserve.
Architecture.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode in the Know Your Guild series put on by the Guild Librarian Committee. My name is Damario Patterson, one of the Deputy Guild Librarians responsible for archiving and cataloguing. Today, I have the pleasure of having three of the illustrious Guild Councillors join me for a sit down and talk, you know? And so at this time, I'm going to be inviting all of them to introduce themselves by saying their name, their majors, and of course their responsibilities on the Guild Council at the moment. Of course, I believe in chivalry, although people say it's dead. So I'm going to be beginning with Miss Allesha West.
I mean, he said my name for me, so just to put it out there again, my name is Allesha West and I'm the Guild Secretary for the year 2021-2022. My major in school right now is honestly leaving.
No, I'm still sad. It didn't work.
But I don't think you can put that, so somehow you'll have to cut that out. But otherwise, at SAS, they have it that I'm doing a degree in economics.
Okay. Right, and your roles and responsibilities on the Guild right now?
Include using my broadcast list to message these guys at 12:47 in the morning, keeping everybody abreast with things that are happening, kind of like the connector between all the members. Messaging Danielle 10 times trying to say one thing. Imagine. Meetings, minutes, record keeping, not really my thing. It's really Ashleigh's thing, but okay. I give her things to record too. Okay. Yeah, the normal secretarial duties with a dash of midnight oil.
A dash of midnight oil?
More or less a dash, maybe like a gallon, but...
Wow, alright, so you've heard from the secretary herself. Alright, I'm going to begin with the young man. I'm not going to say his name this time, right? I'm going to begin with the young man to the far right.
Alright, my name is Tyreke McLean, and I'm glad that he did introduce me because you wouldn't hear the name right out of my mouth. So, I am Tyreke McLean, and I'm the Faculty of Science and Technology, #Faculty of Greatness, Guild representative.
Okay.
And right now, I'm majoring in something that I wish I minored in, but we move.
Why are so many regrets here?
What's going on here? Okay.
I'm just joking.
It's just a tough week in school right now. Next week, if you ask me, I'll probably say econ, but this week is just... It's rough. Bro, I'm just trying to make it through today. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but really and truly, I'm majoring in marine biology, something that I'm passionate about because one, it involves swimming, and I started swimming from high school, and I can't take no office work. So that's what inspired the major. And two, I minor in computer science, where you have to go which part the money there. So, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, and I'm going to go now to the young man directly beside me. Introduce yourself.
Alright, so my name is Javian Anderson.
I'm so tired.
My name is Javian Anderson, and I am the Irvine Hall Deputy Hall Chairman for the year 2021-2022. I study computer science and I minor in what Allesha currently hates, which is economics. But next week she'll love it again.
I said hate. I said I'm just majoring in surviving, but if you check SAS, it says econ. Never said hate.
My roles and responsibilities are that I'm second in command to the hall chair. I ensure that the residents are, okay. Ensure that my committee members ensure that events are being put on in the best interest of the community, and to ensure that constitution is being followed by my committee members and by also the hall members as well. So that's a few of my roles and responsibilities here.
All right, thank you so much. So I'm just going to jump right into it, because I sense a lot of regret here. So I'm going to. So I want to know what then drove all of you to select that major when you were entering the university. I don't want the fireball that is Miss West to go first.
I'm gonna take my shirt.
So I'll start from where I last went. So
I'm gonna start short. So from my major is that computer science. Growing up I've been around computers. I play with computers. I pick apart computers. And when I was coming to university, my quiz coach said to me that at the time I wanted to do PT.
Okay.
And it got because I have scoliosis, so I wanted to do PT to help persons like me in the future. And he said, I don't think you're more fit to PT. You're more have a more personal attachment to the PT than thinking about it from a logical side.
Okay.
Look about the passion that you actually have. You've been around computers, you know computers. You've been around devices for all your life. And he said, I think I should do computer science, and I've regretted it since. I came here to computer science and I started that. And it's been going good for the most part, and I must say that I have no regrets on most days. But yeah, that's how I came into computer science.
Okay, and guys, that's the best you'll get so brace yourself. So brace yourself now, right?
Allesha.
And so yes.
Yeah, I chose econ because in high school, 10 and 11, it was a subject that it was my subject, okay? In sixth form, it was my subject. First, it was my subject. When I started university, it was my degree. But this week is just
not that week.
This week is just beating me bad. Not even gonna lie. But otherwise, outside of econ, the only thing I could think of myself doing right now at the university level is accounting or HR.
Okay.
So it's not that I hate it. It's just that it hates me this week, and
I love it relationship.
Guys, prepare for it, Prepare for it. That is what university is about. You are hearing it from your leaders. Love-hate relationship. Yes.
Alright, so for me, in high school I didn't know where I was going to go. I was actually doing both business and science courses coming from fifth form. Sixth form I focused on sciences. My bio teacher, she said, you know what? I think you should do something in the field of biology, and because again I swam for Kelsie and I loved swimming.
Oh, you're at Kelsie, man. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
that wasn't a good question.
Wow.
So I came to UWI. I went in knowing that I'm going to do something life science related, but I didn't know what yet. I took up computing. The good thing with SciTech, they can learn computing. They can do computing at first year. I started that. I fell in love with computing. COVID came. It mashed up my life. I was going. To be honest, I was going to major in computing because
why not?
It have a vibe. It have a vibe.
Yes, just true. It have a vibe.
Some aspects of computing have a vibe.
Most days it have a vibe.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. So let's talk a bit now about what you do in your spare time, especially since Allesha is going through what seems to be a very rough week, right? Like, what do you do?
I don't know, you think you're making my week better right now?
What do you do, all of you, what do you do, after a stressful day, stuff to unwind?
A stressful day?
Or a stressful week?
At 20, none of anybody business years old. More than 20, less than 22. I go in my mother's bed. I'm not going to lie to you. I go in my mother's bed and I lay down on her, and if I have to cry, I cry. If I don't have to cry, then I just tell her how my entire week has been, and even though she won't understand or can relate to any of it because she don't know what's happening in school, I don't know, I find comfort there.
Yeah.
And after I do that, I'm going to eat, because if it's one thing for me,
I support that.
I'm going to eat.
Enjoy.
Okay, I'm going to tell myself that the food will not come back, but the money will.
Woo!
And I'm going to use that and spend my money and buy.
Woo!
I'm also going to take a nap, because when you're asleep, what bothers you when you're asleep,
That
really?
is it. I agree. I agree. You hold.
I have a fan. I turn on my window. It's a hilltop and live on in the country. There's no heat.
All right.
So.
Okay. So what I'm hearing from Allesha, and all fun and jokes aside, people, you need a support system.
You do.
Right? You need people to whom you can vent, get things out. Sleep. Hello, don't come to you and glorify this whole all-nighters all week and all of them weird something. No, sleep, right? All right, let's go to Tyreke.
So what I do?
Yes.
So I start a relationship with Netflix. It's good to me at times, and then other times it just mash up everything. So yeah, I normally just talk to my friends, whether it's a call. You have to have that one bridge or that one girl we have to call. You can just dive into everything with.
Yeah.
And then Netflix is my backup support system. And then because I need to watch something while I'm studying, move my work like that.
Alright, Netflix, guys, we love that.
What a blast.
And Javian, go ahead.
So what do I do in my spare time or to unwind? So what I do, I usually play some jazz music.
I'm a classic man.
I put on some music, I take a long cold shower, I just de-stress myself, sit in the bathroom and just vibe. Just listen to that. Sometimes I talk to my girl most times, go on walks.
Love it.
I go on walks, just clear my head, take some fresh air, clear my head. I play football. Sometimes call my mama as well, get some advice from her. And if I'm stressing about school and stuff, I talk to friends that have graduated already, or friends that are still here, like a little bit above me, or people that in my duties as well. I talk to my preachers as well. I go like, guys, I'm stressing about how do I go. Okay. I talk to my heart cheer as well, and the good thing that me and the heart cheer are not just we're co-workers, but we're good friends, we're brothers, so we have a vibe and we just talk sometimes. So that's what I do in most cases.
Alright guys, so what I'm hearing from Javian, ensure that you can reach out to people for advice, some level of mentorship and all of that. You need this to go through school. Unfortunately, that is all the questions we have for today, but before we leave, of course, there is the surprise activity, and of course the Guild Councillors don't know nothing that I'm going to do right now. So
I hope it's not physical.
No money is involved. I'm so sorry. Alright, so all this game is really, and that is why I asked you all if you were Jamaican nationals. I'm going to be saying a Jamaican proverb, and it is your job to tell me the explanation, what the proverb means, alright? Don't that matter. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, so the surprise activity that we have for today is really simple, right? All I'm going to be doing is asking these very brilliant Guild Councillors, right? I'm going to be saying a proverb, and they are simply going to be tasked to tell me what the proverb means. Okay, that sounds fine. I'm going to start off with something pretty simple, right? And I'm going to start with Tyreke. You can't catch Quaco, you catch him short.
Alright, so for this one, my parents used to tell me this enough time. So it relates to the type of company that you actually hang out with. Basically, stay in a good terms or stay in a good company, because if something goes wrong and they can't get the person who they want to get, they're going to come after you because they normally hang out with them.
Yeah. Alright, we'll accept that. Thank you. See, real Jamaican by birth. Let's go to Allesha.
Wait, we can pass if the question.
No, you can't pass. Well, ideally, no, don't pass. I'm using the easy ones, and I'm using the easy ones. Simple. No, man, I'm going to save that for a guy. Let me use something else. Alright? No mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash. It's Allesha's face for me,
Hello. All of a sudden I feel Trinidadian. I don't know.
No mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash.
I'm not even going to lie to you. In my more than 20 years on earth,
you
is
never
the first I hear that. I'm going to assume, say...
Alright, try a thing though, man. Try a thing. What could it mean?
I'm going to whisper in case I'm wrong.
No, man.
Okay, no mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash. No, if you're not open your mouth, people are not going to know your business. Not necessarily that, but I mean, if you don't open your mouth and tell people things, then they don't know.
Here I have...
That sounds like a question I could do in a short answer and get some marks. Anyways.
So, here I have, even in the most difficult times, if total devastation has not occurred, one should count his or her blessings. Do not blow simple matters out of proportion. So no mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash way.
Next proverb.
Right? Javian, I'm going to ask you this because it's something that guys normally say. No, or women really. No buy pussy in a bag.
Why me could answer that?
So this is that to never enter a bad deal. So it basically means that you shouldn't buy something that you don't know about, or you go do something you don't know about. Get all information first before you make an informed decision.
All right. Allesha, I'm going to give you one for redemption, right?
Remember, I'm having a rough week.
Wait, ready? Was sweeter mouth, hotter belly?
What?
What's sweet?
Yeah, you know that, right?
What's sweet nanny go to go running belly?
It have the same thing, right? Yeah, so what?
I can write it. I mean, I feel like the words are going to come out.
It's not the puss and dog of the same look.
Not necessarily.
No, puss and dog not have the same
Not
look.
the same,
Not have
right.
the same look. What sweet nanny go to go running is not, well, I'm not going to say the correct meaning, but I hope you can get the concept of what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, not because you're enjoying it in the moment, that means it's really good for you. So,
That's true.
buying, well, I don't want to say buying, not drinking water isn't good for you, but you don't drink water, you drink soda every day. The soda nice in the day, but the same thing like saying, and the same day leaf drop of water, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, so not because it's not good for you, it's good for you right now, that means the long-term effects won't be really lasting.
Yeah, guys, it's called delayed gratification, all right? That's all the time we have for this episode of the Know Your Guild series. Thank you all for joining us and stay tuned. Please check out the other episodes. My name is Damario Patterson and it was a pleasure to be here.